Hello, welcome to my knowledge share brought to you by FindFrog. Today, I want to share a personal story about a time when I started a new company and I was given a project that I had no idea how to run, and I was running on lack of sleep and lack of knowledge. That was a great experience. So here it goes. I started this company coming from a very small podunk type of company that had a few servers, it had a few software upgrades in a year, it had one mainframe, and it was really very easy and simple to maintain. We had projects, but they were pretty small scale. So I went from that to a very large company that had 25 to 30,000 servers. It had tons of different types of infrastructure, 4 to 5,000 applications. So this was a big deal. So I had a project put onto my lap where I had to really learn all the resources across the company. It was an enterprise wide scale. So here I was coming from a small scale project management background, and this was years ago, going to a very big company where I had to run these enterprise wide projects and really just delve myself into all this infrastructure. It was the first time I'd learned anything about middleware, some of the big IP, and as well as some of the other terms that people are using day by day. So this was really stressing me out. It was causing a lot of issues, and I was afraid to ask questions. I was afraid to look dumb, not only to my boss, but to my customers as well. You know, the stakeholders across the bank. I wanted to sound like I really knew what I was talking about, even though I did have a lot to learn. So that was causing me to get very little rest. I was stressed out, so that caused me to have a lot of restless nights, tossing and turning. And I figured eventually it was time. I had to start asking all the dumb questions. So I just wrote down all the questions that I knew I needed to find out and talked to everybody that I could. I had pages and pages and pages of notes. And I've really delved into that project and took it by the horns. And the biggest learning lesson coming from that was don't be afraid to ask the dumb questions. Don't be afraid to really get in there and talk to people and tell them, who do I talk to next? What do I need to know? What don't I know that you know that I can ask you? It's tough at first because we have pride, and that a lot of times really gets in our way. But it really helped me to get to know everybody. It answered all my questions. I was able to run the project very successful. And at the end of the day, I was given an award for the project. So it's important to really not worry about what other people think. You just know that you have to make sure that that project is successful. So that's my advice to you. You know, it doesn't matter if you're going to a big company, to a small company, there's things that you're not going to know. You need to ask those important questions from the get-go, because if you're waiting 6 months to a year into it and then you start asking those questions, that's an issue. You want to talk to those people from the very get-go and get that knowledge base. So that's my recommendation to you. Hope it helped. As always, if you have any questions, you can follow up with me at findfrog.com or findfrogllc@gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.